What was that? This wasn't in my books to lose this game, but anyways, welcome back to another match reaction. But guys, this was not good enough. And let me tell you guys this: Ferran Torres and Eric Garcia, these guys can go and have one good game in 15 game in every 15 games, but they will never be able to reach another levels. Not even Pep Guardiola could save these guys. And I believe that we need to rotate. But you know, when I saw the lineup, I just thought it was way too many changes. And yeah, I agree to rest Rafinha and Yamal, but both at the same time, I don't think it was a good option. Same with Balden. Inigo Martinez. After watching Gerard Martinez and Dominguez against Villarreal, and I've been saying this for weeks, these guys, Gerard Martinez and Dominguez, doesn't convince me. But Flink knows, we know, like, we made a mistake. There's no point we been in here and saying that hasn't Flink should have done this and that, and talking about the referee because it's just becoming a waste of time and he's becoming boring. And I still think we would have lost. We just have to learn from the mistakes that we've made, which for me was quite a lot of mistakes, and I think basically from everyone. And we deserve to lose this. We never looked at team. We gave 45 minutes away. If you give 45 minutes away like the way we did, is hard to come back after that first 45 minutes. But then we tried better second half, but you could tell he was late. But just I could not understand why hasn't Flink, Cape, Ferran Torres for the whole game. Eric Garcia, I mean, it doesn't matter if he plays as a DM, it doesn't matter if he plays as a centre back, as a left back, wherever. These guys are just not good enough to play for a club like Barcelona. These guys are just not good enough. If this guy was playing for clubs like, I don't know, maybe Osasuna, Valencia, wherever, these guys would do all right. We've seen in the past, we've seen Eric Garcia with Girona, but for Barcelona, these guys are just not good enough. But overall, it was a strange game. It was weird game. Like I said, once I saw the lineup, I didn't have a good feeling. I just thought it was way too many changes. Like I said, we need these changes. I think like it was time to rest Yamal. But then our next game is a Champions League game against Young Boys. You look into that game, you think at home we should win. We should. Yeah, that was the game to rotate. You're playing in the league that we want to win La Liga. Of course, it's probably one of our main priority. Our priority should always be winning everything as a club, as as a club like Barca should always be a priority to win everything. But when you look into it, our next games, right before the international games, Young Boys on the way to Alaves, I think it would be time to rest these guys, or even like when everyone is back fit. I think after the international break, I think we might actually have like Gavi back, Danny Olmo back, Frankie Hung back. So it will help us. Then you could think to rotate, but like I said, look, I think even Hansen Flink himself, he knows, and he actually said after the game, "There's no point, being in here and blaming the ref for this, blaming anyone. I will take all the blame." And he knows that all the changes that he made, and even like he said, the team, like I think we all gonna agree, he's been rotating the team quite well with all the injuries. We're playing against all the injuries. We're playing against referees. Like I said, I said I'm not gonna talk about the referee wasting time, but yeah, we've seen week in week out. But we've having all these injuries. I mean, he has to rotate because you can't just take a risk and try and get Pedro injured, Lamine Yamal injured, Rafinha injured, Lewandowski injured. But talking about Lewandowski, he started Lewandowski again. Just gave him a race. He should have just have gave um, Lewandowski a race, because when you start Paul Victor, Ferran Torres, Lewandowski, these three guys are up front. There's not one in there to create really. None of these guys are creative players. So, like I said, when I saw the lineup, I just didn't have a good feeling. Yeah, I mean, overall, it's very hard to talk about this game. Like when you look at Dominguez and Gerard Martin, I mean, I don't know. I've watched these guys in the past, not many times, but from what I also saw in the preseason, you can't really judge players in friendly games. But from what you've seen, I guess for the Real, yeah, I give you guys an example. And I've mentioned I did a match reaction for a game, and I said the spaces this guys was giving away. I mean, yeah, they're young. You have to understand that they're young. They will learn from their mistakes, but I cannot see anything on these guys. I don't see applying any of this to. It's the same with Ferran Torres. I've been saying this from day one since signed for Barca. Same with Enrique Garcia. There was a reason why Guardiola let these guys go like this easy because he knows that there's nothing there. These guys, I don't think they cannot reach another levels. And like I said, they cannot reach the Barcelona level. They're just not good enough. And we saw Ferran Torres again yesterday. He's just I don't think he's the worst player in the world, but he's just not good enough to play for Barcelona. And yeah, he's like I said, he wasn't on my books to lose this game. I really was counting on these 3 points and going 8 games, 8 wins in La Liga, but he's very hard. It can be hard to talk about a loss, and sometimes it can be hard in a way which there's not much to say when you have a good game, you win, and then everything is perfect. You're gonna be in here and praising everyone, and it's the same with when you lose. You lose. You don't even know what to say. You don't even know. It's with the game yesterday. That was just bad. That first 45 minutes, we never looked like a team. We just never looked like we could get back into the game. There was the connection with everyone, like between the defender, midfield as well, with the attack and players. There was just not connection. There was not communication, and you could tell that we was lucky not to go 3 or 4 nil down at half time. And like I said, second half much better, yeah. But when you bring in Yamal, I don't need to say much about Yamal. We know he's going to make a difference, and players like Rafinha being there, and but it's just the changes. Like, look, it's Hans and Flink, and I'm very happy so far what he has done. And I know there's a great coach in there, as a great person as well. Has been doing good job so far. We've lost 2 games out of what 9 official, one in the Champions League, 8 in La Liga. I didn't expect us, like I said on a previous match reaction on the last game against Getafe, I didn't expect us to be, to do this well so far. Looking into like we keep mentioning, I think every Barca fan will always think that with all the injuries we have, and I think he's doing a good job. And I'm sure like the season is long. We have to look into it. It's a long season. There will be players that needs to rest. Hasn't Flink knows that, and he's doing his best. And like I said, we just can't stay in here and moan like hasn't Flink should do this and that. We know what hasn't have made this many changes. Um, Out of the 4 players or main 5 players with Casado as well, 5 players that he rest, he could have rest at least 2 or 3, not all of them, and we all gonna agree. But I'm not in here to criticize him of one game. The season is long. At the end of the season, we will see what he actually done. But I believe that he's doing a good job, and I believe he will do a good job. And at the end of the season, we will all be in here, and I'm sure we were going to celebrate at least something. And yeah, our next games is against young boys, Alaves. I think it's key to win them too. I just don't think we can drop points. We go Atletico and Madrid. They're going to play against each other, but it would be another reason to win this game. Then a draw between them two would put us even more far from them. But look, it's what it is. We just have to accept, move on. We made a lot of mistakes. Let's hope we're going to learn from these mistakes and improve in the next game. And with all these injuries, I just hope after the international break, at least we get a few players back. And yeah, it is what it is what it is. Let's hope to have a good game against Young Boys. I don't think he's gonna race this match. I don't think when you once you make when you know you clearly make a mistake like racing so many games, I don't think you're gonna do it again. But at least he didn't blame the grass, the weather, like we've seen other managers doing in the past. I'm not gonna mention names, but he blamed himself and he knows that. He knows he criticized himself because and it's good to see him coming out, giving his face, and even we all saw how bad was Ferran Torres getting Eric Garcia, Dominguez, Gerard Martinez, this and that. But he's in there with the players. He's this is one good thing I like about Hansen Flink. Yeah, I don't want to see Ferran Torres. I've been saying this for so long, but he's trying his best to get the best out of him, giving him game time, giving him chances and chances. But it's going to get to the point where obviously it's not going to happen this season, but it will happen this season where he's going to, Ferran Torres will bear reply if everyone is fair. And he's going to get to the point maybe next season, this guy, we're going to have to sell him. And hasn't Fling know that, but he's giving him a chance, which is good to see a coach doing that. I just want to mention, obviously, with the changes that we made in the second half, Ansu Fati, who was ready to play, but he didn't. And it's a shame it's shame, and it's sad to see Ansu Fati going through a situation like keeps getting injured, right? He and every time he has a chance, something seems to happen in between. But look, let's hope the season is long, and I'm sure Hasn't Flink likes him. Hasn't Flink seen something of him, right? So let's hope he's going to get a chance. But look, overall, the game was just like our fourth goal, the third goal. That was it. When we considered third goal, I knew. Well, I don't know what the defense was doing in midfield. Everyone was just like trying to score. Yeah, we was trying to get at least equalize, but it was just too many spaces. We gave them like we did against Villarreal. We keep giving them spaces. We're paying the price, but yeah, that third goal, I knew that's it. For me, it was game over. I wouldn't turn Machale off because he's my club. Stay, in the good times, the bad times, always from the start until the end. And will never be end to support his club, but forever, always. Um, yeah, but after that third goal, we knew. I mean, the way we was playing, and giving 45 minutes away, we wouldn't come back. And some of the players that I think maybe Pedri and the ones that come on, obviously Yamal scoring a golazo, of course. Um, I think Pedri was the only one that really tried. He was the only one that he was in there. You know, trying at least. We know how good is Pedri, but Pedri was in there trying, was probably our best player. Conde had these moments. He also gave a few spaces away, but I'm not going to be in here judge them because they've been doing very well. But Pedri was probably the only one that gets away from all of this. And of course, like I mentioned, the ones come on. But yeah, look, guys, this is another match reaction. Um, let's move on. There wasn't many positive things, I would say, apart from Yamal's goal. There was not a positive thing to take from this game, and let's just learn from the mistakes. Let's move on. Champions League is a big game; it's very important. I'm sure we will be there, and I'm sure we're gonna win. I can't say that. I'm sure we're gonna win the next game, and hopefully against Alava as well. I think it's key to go just before international game with these 2 wins. I'm not gonna say let's forget about this defeat because it's a defeat. It's 3 points. We lost 3 points. This could cost us at the end of the season. But look, let's hope for the best and let's have a good game on Tuesday against Young Boys. We need that Champions League win. We need to try and see if the Champions League will go in our way this year, but a long season. Thank you for all the love and support. God bless you all. But as always, Visca Barça sempre. Thank you.